Greetings, human beings of the internet. My name is Joe, and thank you for joining me today for No One Has to Die. This is an interesting game, and last episode was very interesting. We got the Christina ending, so this time I'm going to go right back to the beginning, and I think we have to make sure Troy survives, and whatever the CEO guy is called, we have to let him die. Okay, so I think we can skip all this. Okay, we are back to the decision between... Is it Lionel and Troy? I'm pretty sure that's what their names were. So what we have to... Oh, no, I'm wrong. It was... Oh, it's Steve, isn't it? Steve and Troy. Lionel's fine. I'm not even sure if that's his name. But we want to turn the water on. And then we want to lock Troy in. And then we go... And then turn off the water. And then forward. Steve dies. Sorry, buddy. Shouldn't have been working overtime. All right, let's see what happens. Here comes the reading. Why? Why save me? My thoughts exactly. Why did you leave Steve to die? I could only save one of them, and Troy knew the security code. He's the reason I could save anyone. We need to know what else he knows. Ah, now we are thinking. I'm not going to do anything to save anyone from here on in. Tell me now, how did you know the security code? Visitor, check the bodies of those two security guards. This better not be a trick. Just do it. Well, that explains that. What did you find? One of the guards was holding a blue file with the security code Troy told us before written on it. In it. Bad grammar. They were? A blue file? Those contain the security codes. Each one allows you to lock another fire door. I found the code when I killed them. I thought I'd give you a fighting chance, so I told you the code. You're welcome. Why did you do this? Instead of asking all these questions, why don't you look for a way out? The main room's completely blocked by rubble is why. There should be a staircase in a room near both of you. You're right. I'm heading up now. Me too. So while we're here, Lionel, could you tell me what the hell it is that this company's set up to do? Don't waste your breath. He's not going to tell you anything. Well, maybe you'd like to explain then. There's nothing to explain. That's a lie and you know it. You both work here. Shouldn't you know what the company does? You think the company mostly buys and sells things in bulk, but there's something dark going on underneath all of that. Like what? Candidates, Christina or Troy? Huh? Don't worry just yet. Then why would you say anything? Christina, that's a nice name. Is your mother's correct? What? How did you know that? Answer me. Tell me right now. God damn it. Calculation complete. One casualty unavoidable. Christina or Troy is gonna die. How could you know that? How could you know the code? How could you know one of us is going to die? I told you. I lit the fire and behind all of us I know everything. No. That answer's not good enough. Could we do this later? There is no time. Tell me now. I'm not telling anyone anything. Just let me die. Okay. Oh, here we go. No, I have to know. Christina, you're gonna burn because you all know this was your fault anyway. And then, boom, Christina is on fire. Good luck, love. And then we turn off the water. And then we have Troy and Lionel left. The two bad guys, basically, kind of. This should be interesting. Christina is dead. Not again. You don't sound too happy for someone who's lucky to be alive. Visitor, tell me. Well, what would it take to get you to kill me? You can't ask someone something like that. You're mad! I've killed all these people. Of course I'm goddamn mad. You're going to have to choose between saving me or Lionel soon. Promise me you'll save Lionel. But how do you know that? It doesn't matter. All that matters is I'm a monster and I don't deserve to live. It does matter. Of course it matters. I want to know too. Tell me why you did this. There's not enough time. Besides, you won't believe me. You never believe me until it's too late. What the hell is that supposed to mean? This music. Just save Lionel. I must concur. Please spare me. Shut up! I want to know what's going on. If I give you answers, will you let me die? If you save me, I'll tell you things Troy doesn't know. I'll tell you what we are really doing here. Troy, tell me, then you can die. Okay, but I have to be quick. The truth is, I've been here before. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, no! No, I need to know. I have to know what's going on. I guess I just do this. Game over. You're dead, Lionel. Goodbye. Screw you, Lionel. You're dead. So this is how it goes, is it? I don't know how much longer I can do this. What are you talking about? What were you saying before the chat cut out? And while we're at it, how do you know everything? And why did you light the fire? There's nothing I can do now. I may as well tell you what I know. First things first. The reason I lit the fire? I didn't. What? That makes no sense. I don't know who really did it. Christina. I don't know who killed the security guards either. While we're at it, I have no idea what they do here at this company. You're full of crap. How did you know all this stuff then? How did you know the security code? You're probably not going to believe this. No, I know you're not going to believe this. I knew the security code because I heard you read it out. You know that makes no sense. You told me it before I ever read it. This time I did. This time? What the hell do you mean this time? I've been here before. I've been here 5 times before. The first time I was in my office doing my work when suddenly the fire alarms went off. I went on the chat to find out what was happening, and Lionel explained you would need a security code to save anyone. We all scrambled around looking for a blue file before you finally found one. That's when I found out the code. Then you had to make decisions. Steve died, Christina died, Lionel died. I was the only one left. I had to keep going. I found a room called the Tempest Entrance. I went inside and there was a bright light, and suddenly, well, you won't believe this bit. Suddenly I went back before the fire. Oh my god, a time machine. I don't know how, but I traveled through time. I was so glad to hear you all alive, but none of you remembered what had happened. You all thought I was insane. But just like this time, because I knew the code, you thought I could save everyone. So once again, Steve died, then Christina, then Lionel. I got to the end, back to the Tempest Entrance, and it happened again and again and again. 5 times it happened. That's a lot to take in. I'm not sure if I believe you. If that's true, why did you say you were the arsonist? Because I just want to die. 5 times now, I've watched them all die just so I can live. And for what? So I can go back and watch them die again? I wanted you to think I was evil. Who would save a murderer over an innocent life? Me, apparently. It's sad music. None of my plans to save the others have worked. Not one. I'm just tired. So now what? I've checked everywhere. The dots are locked last time. I have no choice. I have to go back to the start. Wait, you don't have to. The fire's contained now. If you just wait here, someone will come and find you. No, I can't let the loop end. I can't let the loop end until someone else survives. I've been through too much. I'm ready to die. Whoever makes it out of this building should want to live. But if you go back, what happens to me? What happens to this world once you go? I still have no idea. Does that mean there are now 5 worlds out there in space or time or wherever where you've just disappeared and everyone else is dead? When you put it like that, I guess you're right. But how is that possible? My guess is as good as yours. I'm outside the Tempest Entrance now. This is it. I guess so. I'll see you again soon. Just you won't see me. I still can't wrap my head around this at all. Goodbye. Goodbye. Wow, interesting. So we figured out that the Tempest room is a time machine. So when Christina got to the end, since she went back in time. Oh my god. Okay, what I'm interested in the most is these 2 endings here. Like, why do they end with 2 people still alive? That is interesting to me. Unless I have to kill 2 people in this scenario. So let's go back to the one where Christina, Lionel, and Troy are alive. And I guess we have to kill everyone but Christina to get this ending. So I guess we just close this door and let everyone else die. So we're going to have to turn the water on to drown Lionel. We just do this. And just drown everyone, burn everyone. Okay. Too many deaths. Simulation restarted. Huh. So I guess we saved Christina. Who did we kill last time? Lionel? No, we killed Christina. So you want to save Christina and Lionel, I think. So I'm going to turn on the switch, go lap, lap, and then turn off the switch. And that should be a different ending, I think. I'm not sure. We will find out. Okay, Troy died. Well, I guess he finally got what he wanted. Good. The man was a maniac. He's lost my company millions already. And he killed 4 people. It'll be 6 if you don't get out here soon. Alright, alright. I found the stairs. Me too. I didn't mean to be so callous before. It's just this will severely impact our operations. Don't you think that might have been the point? What do you mean by that? Troy probably wanted to stop Phoenix. Whatever messed up things do you do here? God, I can't read today. I suppose that makes sense. No, impossible. Our business here is strictly confidential. Does that sound like a slip off the tongue to you, visitor? Okay, two casualties unavoidable. So they both die. Wow, okay. 2 casualties. No. So neither of us is going to live? I'm afraid not. I guess that's fairest, isn't it? What? Well, why would we deserve to live when Steve and Troy had to die? Because Troy was a murderer. What about Steve? Well, either way, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Yep, they're both gonna die. Alright, everyone burns. Well, this is gonna be a pretty useless ending. Bad end. Alright, fair enough. Alright, let's finish off this arc. This time, let's kill Troy and save Lionel. Okay, so you want to lock... Ooh, interesting. Turn on this. Lock this door and then go boom. And then turn off the water, and boom. Troy is dead, and Lionel has survived. The fire has been contained, casualties Troy. Ah, excellent, you have made the right decision. I'm not so sure there was a right decision. Now, you made me a promise. Very well, a deal's a deal. What do you want to know? I want to know Christina was talking about. Terrible grammar. What's going on in this company? Christina herself has no idea what we do here. She was right about one thing though. Here at Phoenix Corporation, we buy and sell large stocks of cheap products just to keep the books looking busy. It's a front. Our true interest is time travel. I knew it. Time travel. That is indeed what I said. And you expect me to believe this? I don't care what you believe. You asked for the truth and here it is. Now, if you'll let me continue, we in fact have a fully functional time machine in this facility. But the time machine we have constructed doesn't quite work like the ones you might see in the movies. As in, it does nothing because time travel isn't real. If you're not going to listen, I don't see why you bothered saving me. No, our time travel doesn't affect physical objects. Well, that doesn't sound very useful. What can it do? It can carry a person's consciousness through time. Consciousness. Their thoughts, their personalities, their likes and dislikes, their experiences and their memories. Our machine can carry those things through time. You know, I don't believe a word of this. It's your own loss. So if I was to hop in this machine and go an hour into the future, what would actually happen? Your consciousness would leave your body and effectively you would die. God. Die? At first, then after an hour, your consciousness would re-enter your body and you would come back to life not even realizing an hour had passed. That's impossible. We've done it successfully. People, birds, dogs, anything with a brain can travel in our machine. But what use is that sort of time travel? Your body would start to decompose if you went forward more than a few hours. Why? I'm confused. That is true. We're still experimenting with methods of preserving the body that would allow the consciousness to later re-enter it. Currently, freezing seems promising. But this is not where our true interest lies. If a person travels forward through time, they can visit distant eras and the like. But they can still only live the 80 years their body dictates. But what if one was to travel backwards? You mean back to when they were younger? Exactly. They would retain their memories and experiences gained over time, but they would have a younger body. Unless they were in an accident and died instantly, they would live forever. Whoa, whoa! Yes, with our machine, no one has to die. Ah, I get it now, the title! That would be huge, but does it work? We believe so. What's that supposed to mean? Our tests traveling forward have gone exactly to plan. However, in our tests, things didn't work quite as well going backwards. What happened? Our human test subjects entered the machine, we activated it, her consciousness left her body, and unfortunately it never came back. She died. Christina's mum! That's terrible. What went wrong? We have dictated every resource we have available to discovering the cause of this problem. And you haven't worked it out? We think the machine may have worked. What? How can you say that when someone's died? It's an incredibly complicated concept, but I will explain it to you. First, though, you have to do something for me. I have entered the code to unlock access to the rooms on the ground floor. I'm in the Tempest room. Come meet me here. But why? Why can't you tell me now? Where'd you go? I guess I have no choice now. I have to go find you. No, don't end. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Ah, so confusing. Okay, so the Tempest can transport people's consciousness through time. Okay, I get it. Christina's mum died because her consciousness went back too far, and Troy at the beginning has gone through this loop like 5 times. So I guess we have to go to this one and kill, I don't know. Who is it? Steve or Lionel? I think the question is Steve or Lionel, so we want to kill Steve this time. Oh, wait, turn on the water. There. There. And then turn off the water. And then Steve dies. So it's Christina and Lionel who survive this time. You've made the right decision. I'll make sure you won't regret it. I'm sorry, Christina. I could only save one of them. Christina? Okay, that's alright. I don't expect you to talk to me after what I've done. How are we going to get out of here with one of us not playing along? I'm sure she's still going to get out of here. She just has a lot to deal with at the moment. Well, either way, I found the stairs. Christina, just so you know, I understand this must be awful for you. I really am sorry. Don't beat yourself up about it. You did the right thing. Okay. 2 casualties unavoidable, so they're both going to die. No, that means we're both going to die. It's over. We've reached our ends. No, you can't both die. There's no other options. I'm afraid this is it. Good. I'd rather die than live in a world with people like you two. I'm sorry I let you guys down. It's alright. There's nothing you could have done. You could have saved Steve instead of you. Well, then you would both have died anyway. Now's not the time of squabble. Goodbye to both of you. Just because you're about to die doesn't mean you're a saint. I hope you both burn in hell. Christina, don't do this. Don't waste your final moments like this. Give me one reason why I shouldn't. Alright, you both died. Goodbye, guys. Nice talking to you. Good chat. Is that another bad ending, then? Yeah, another bad ending. Alright, so is this the final ending? I don't know. How can the mystery be solved with just Steve left? This doesn't make sense to me. Or maybe there's something about Steve you don't know. I don't know. Okay, so we have to save Steve. So we go... oh, how do we... Actually... Oh, there you go. I was like, how do we save Steve? Simple does it. Goodbye, Christina. You suck. Burn in hell, bitch. Okay, I'm so sorry. I don't want to hear it. If you were sorry, you would have listened to me. I had to make a decision. I don't expect you to be happy with what I've done. Just shut up. This is all a trick. This is a nightmare. You're still here, aren't you, Chris? If you're there, send me a message. He's dead, you idiot. I understand. This must be impossible for you right now, but you need to keep moving. What the hell is the point of that? Christina just died for you. If you don't get out of here, she'll have died for nothing. Sure, I'm going to get out of here, and it's going to turn out this has all been some sick joke, and Chris will be waiting for me outside alive. I mean, how do we even know if it was Chris who was writing these messages, right? Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to head up to ground level now. I can't wait to see her again. Alright, just a little further. This is going to be awkward. Oh, there's a desk here with one of those blue files you were talking about on top of it. It's a security code. What for? I guess with this you can control more fire doors at a time. Not a lot of use now. But if I could have that code and then go into the Tempest machine, I could go back in time and save more people. Steve, are you still there? Steve! I knew it! I told you! Told me what? She's alive! Chris is alive? Wait a minute. What's going on? So, there was a file next to the one with the security code. When I saw it, I knew I had to read it. It was titled The Phoenix Experiment. The one with the cockatiels? Just let me explain. So I didn't get a lot of it, but here's what I understood. So Phoenix Corp had an experiment planned where they were going to buy a lot of cockatiels and teach them to say a phrase. But every time they had enough birds for the experiment, they would just randomly decide to increase their sample size. All in all, they bought around 6 million cockatiels. They stopped buying them the day something weird happened. One of the cockatiels they bought already knew the phase they were going to teach them. The consciousness time travel! Weird. Maybe whoever sold it to them probably knew what was going on and tried to mess with the experiment. Let me finish! So they tagged the special cockatiel that already knew the phrase, and it taught the phrase to all the other cockatiels. But the experiment didn't end there. They ran each and every one of the cockatiels through some kind of machine. It was worse than Chris had thought. They all died, all of them except one. The bird that they'd marked, the one that already knew the phrase, was fine. What sort of machine was it? I had no idea. The paper talks very little about the machine itself, and what it does say, I don't understand. Bizarre, but how does this tell you Christina is alive? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place right now, but here's the thing. The phrase that the birds were taught, it was Christina lives. Steve, are you sure you're feeling alright? I mean it. That's what it says. You can see for yourself when I show Chris. But even if that's true, we still have no idea what the phrase means. What do you mean? Christina lives. It means she's alive. But we don't understand anything about the experiment. It could mean anything. Steve? No, maybe Christina, it means Christina's mum. Not actual Christina. Come on, you can keep in contact. Sorry, no time to type. I've got to find the way out so I can find Chris. See you soon. Keep talking. Come on, Steve. What the hell have you done? I'm coming to find you. Now what? Wait, am I supposed to have figured out the ending by now? Oh, the final timeline has appeared. Awesome. Where's the final timeline? What's going on? Whoa, no one has to die. Oh my god. All right, guys. We are going to end this episode here. This is really cool. It is really cool. I'm having a great time. So what we have figured out is that there was a time machine that can send people's consciousness back in time. And the only thing I don't currently understand is what Steve was talking about the cockatiels dying. So it looks like on this final timeline, maybe we'll start with all our knowledge of all the Tempest stuff, and we'll be able to help open more doors or close more doors or stuff like that. I don't know. It looks like everyone's going to survive. No one has to die, but we will figure that out next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Visitor, this is all my fault. I lit the fire. Oh my god! No, you didn't. Troy did. No, he didn't. I don't know what his deal was. I set the fire. I killed the guard before they could do anything about it. From the start, it was all me. Christina, you know it wasn't really you. It was Troy. It was Troy.